Welcome back to my Football Manager 2017 game with Wigan. This is my third game in charge against the league leaders Luton, away from home, so this should go badly. They play a 4-4-1-1. Not a formation I'm particularly a fan of, but it's okay, I guess. Having won my first two games in charge, the first one by the skin of my teeth and the second one by pure unadulterated luck, I think. My team is now starting to slowly change. My Swede, though I put a transfer bid in for Southampton to replace Kieran Whittaker, is waiting a decision on a work permit, which comes in a couple of days' time. The guy I was trying to get to replace Graham Savage refused to come to a lower league foreign club from Scotland. Greg Hayes has demanded a transfer and has a £3.3 million bid negotiation in progress. This guy, Tyrese Desnoes, weird name, is now on loan from Tottenham for this season. Harvey's moved to one of the outside positions and Dickinson's still on the field. And wherever he is, Reece Collins, the Toad, has demanded that he wants to leave, etc., but he doesn't like the valuation and he's upset with me. So I'm going to lose my best midfielder. A winger I don't really care about, but I want him gone for a reasonable sum, otherwise he'll sit in my reserves. Slowly I'm changing this club. Oh, and I've got a... let's see, that's of Lee Harwood. His replacement is also I think it's from Man City actually. I've got a loan offer in for his replacement for a guy from Man City. And you can have number 15. So me away from home to the league leaders with a team that I don't like currently playing for me. I'll choose that as motivation. I'm not sure I like the check approach to having the football field, but okay, from this angle it looks just like straight lines. But at least I'm playing a team that's not a direct colour clash. Of course, they're obviously far better than I'm going to be, apart from that's my young Tottenham kiddie, who I have great hopes for, even if he is only going to be here for the season. Of course, if they go and score in the first minute, then it'll be a really long day. Oh, they get a corner in the first minute. Well, I suppose it's better than giving them a goal. As I say, away from home, I have little faith in my squad at this point. Especially when they do things like that. Last game, my goalkeeper was coming out and claiming crosses like that. This time he decides to stand on the line. It's one of the more difficult things I find in this game actually is doesn't really matter if it's this version or most of the previous versions, it's very hard to find a goalkeeper you've got a great deal of faith in for a long period of time. So Dan Kennett, him not inspiring me at the moment, is not unusual for goalkeepers in this game. I'm going to miss Mr. Hayes when he goes, because I like him, but he was reasonable when he talked about leaving the club. When they had one of those wonderful little meetings, he seemed quite reasonable about it, whereas Sinclair was very, very annoying and uppity. So I'm more than willing to say to Hayes, okay, off you go, I'll miss you. Whereas to Sinclair it's a case of, you obnoxious little toad, okay, I'll let you leave, but only at my price. And Dickinson scores again. If memory serves me correctly, that's his 110th ever goal for the club, and he's 4 away from setting the record as a goal scorer for the club now. Was 5 before this game, so I guess it's now 4. Yes, I can do basic mathematics by... so 5 minus 1 equals 4. Good ball. Now Harvey, can you do anything with it? Apparently not. Yes, Harvey is high on the list of people who are replaceable. I've got a striker coming back from injury who may replace him, but failing that, either somebody being brought in... there's a guy I'm looking at on a free transfer. He's in his 30s, but he's a free transfer and he might be better. But if not him, then it might be somebody from on loan, or I might actually find somebody I'm willing to buy. But either way, I need a better player than Harvey, so I'm looking at all the options of how to replace Harvey as one of the next players to replace. I'd love to get someone of the same level as this guy, skill-wise, but I just don't see that happening anytime soon. It was hard enough to get that guy, so hard enough to find a guy from a club like Tottenham who's willing to come down here and play in League One. Or those without any age know it, the 3rd division. Great goal, Dickinson. That one actually impressed me. It's rare I can say that about this team, but Dickinson's actually impressing me. Good ball by Harvey. Nice enough control and outside of the right foot. Good goal. I'm not sure who Thomas actually is, where he normally plays. I'm still getting used to the team. Thomas, okay, plays in my centre of my defence, apparently. Not sure why he's taking shots at goal from a free kick, but... yes, always nice when the opposition get a yellow card, because it's normally me. I'm happier that Hayes is taking free kicks and shooting, rather than Thomas. But A, I'm amazed I'm 2-0 up at this stage of the game, but B, I'm amazed that I'm 2-0 up, period. I was expecting to be losing by 2 or 3 goals at the end of the first half. Certainly not being 2 up after 25 minutes. Oh, nice save, Kennett. Your defence let you down again, but at least you got in the way. And it's kind of nice that I'm actually starting to learn my players' names. Okay, I don't know what happened to that cross. Oh great, now Thomas is going to get himself booked. My little Tottenham boy was going to let me down there. Playing passing game quite well. Dickinson's actually going to get to the end of that, and he scored it from that angle. Okay, though I've seen some unbelievable things in my time, but a Wigan player that can do that, that's up there. Well taken. Well, at this rate, he is going to go on and get the record amount of goals for Wigan, which would be a nice thing to achieve while I'm managing them. Okay, and apparently the game's getting a bit uppity because they've managed to get 2 yellow cards already, which is not something I can normally say against teams that play against me. I'm normally the one getting people sent off. Harvey, Hayes, Desnoes. I don't know much about Kane at this point. Savage, I want to get across in Savage. Unlucky Savage. Yes, I haven't found your replacement yet, Savage, so you might be around for a while. And Luton have done 2 substitutions already. Well, let's give Barkley a run out and replace the man with the yellow card. But yes, my side is actually doing a good job. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I'll take it. And there's me standing there with arms crossed on the sideline. You'd think I'd be happier. Oh good, I thought I'd given away a penalty for a second then. Oh, unlucky Desnoes. Thank you, ref. Oh, they're going to be down to 10 men. No. Oh, he didn't get sent off for that. A blatant foul. That'd be me. My guy would have been sent off instantly. Bar humbug. Yes, I know you're not meant to celebrate the S of opposition players being sent off, but it would have been useful if he had been. Oh great, now they're going to make a nice break and probably get a goal back. Yeah, that was a soft header. Love the commentary, that should have been a goal. No, it really shouldn't, not with a header like that. If he'd put the ball, crossed the ball in front of him, then maybe he got more power on the header, and I would have said it should have been a goal, but it was a poor cross and a bad header. Oh, Savage is going to get... Oh no, Savage gets away with a warning. Okay, the referee's lost it. Didn't send Kavanagh off. Horrible Luton toad. And now he's not booking Savage. Okay, Savage got away with that tackle. Well done, Dickinson. Could be Harwood's last game for me, so... Okay, we're going for the end-to-end stuff here. Whoa! Good shot, good save. Apparently someone's scored enough that I've now dropped down to 5th even with this current score line. But to be honest, I'm good with this current score line. Ooh. Yes, I'm just looking at the hoarding next to the Sky Bet sign, Motorsport Manager. I've got that. I really must get around to playing it at some point. Oh, unlucky Hayes. That would have capped a wonderful last game for the club off with a goal like that. Yeah, my player's conditioning's starting to drop, but it's too close to the end of the game to think about another substitute. Well done, Hayes. What a way to cap your Wigan career. A beautiful goal to give me a 4-0 victory or a 4-0 lead. Just as you're negotiating your exit. That was terrible goalkeeping. But as it was their goalkeeper doing the terrible goalkeeping, I'm not going to complain about it. I'm just going to notice it. was lucky that wasn't a goal for them. Or Luton, as I should call them. Which, although, as I believe Ryanair calls them, London. Or at least it calls their airport London, one of London's airports. I'm definitely liking this little Tottenham kiddie. He can pass. What's his name? Desnoes. I should remember his name. He can pass. He's got ball control. The ability to run. I truly must admit I had no expectation of any kind of victory for this game. I was hoping that maybe if I played well I could come out with a draw, but away from home I thought even that was unlikely. Yeah, why aren't all you Luton fans leaving? You lost. Okay, their defence is as bad as mine. Are they going to go for a consolation goal? Oh no, Harwood actually impressed me again. Well, a nice emphatic victory, with Dickinson doing a wonderful job. I'm actually impressed. It's not very often I get to say that about my team. Dickinson was the key player of the match and the man of the match. And that moves me up into second after 4 games of the season, of which only 3 of which I've been in charge of. Well, I'm not going to complain about that. Luton hammered by Wigan. That's a good way of putting it. Yes, and Mr. Dickinson. Strangely shaped forehead and hair, but whatever quirks he may or may not have, I will put up with. And I'll give him a bit of praise to make him feel even more wanted. Well, that's it for this game, and hopefully I will see you down the road.